is Elena with the Green Mom Company. Today I'd like to share with you some tips and tricks on how to save some money when going to Disneyland. Whether you're an annual pass holder or if you're just making a trek out for a day or two at Disneyland. One of the ways that we save a ton of money when we go to Disneyland is that we bring all of our own food. The average toddler meal at Disneyland is about $7.99, and they give you a little bitty tiny, like a shot glass worth of macaroni and cheese, and then they try to fill them up on sides with like sliced apples, string cheese and juice boxes and whatnot. And then never mind the snacks there. A churro is $4, a bottle of water is $3.50, ice cream sandwiches $5 or $6. So it can definitely add up day by day. So when I go with my toddler, I definitely pack us both lunches, and then I'll pack him a dinner. If we end up staying for dinner, I'll give him what I brought him, and then I'll go ahead and splurge on something a little nicer at one of my favorite places there. So first thing I do is I pack a plethora of snacks. My toddler, almost 3, eats like a beast, so I always have to make sure I have something quick and easy on hand. This is his snack bag. It's a Jujube Quick. It's a good size, and he knows this is his snack bag. I'll put it in the stroller basket, and whenever he's hungry, he could just come out or take it out, unzip it, and pull himself a snack out. It gives him a little bit of independence, and it keeps me from asking him if he's hungry all the time, which is an obvious yes. So some things I like to put in here, I actually have an emergency granola bar for me, and in case I'm ready to lose it and I just need to have something. I'll pack a couple bananas. One of the bananas is for me. He really likes these organic Tasty brand fruit snacks. I mean, I know they're not the best, but hey, at least it's organic, right? The Annie's organic chocolate chip granola bar. Some almonds. He really likes almonds, so I'm just going with it. And then these pretzel chips. I bring a pretzel chip for me. I have to keep my food separate because if he sees it, he'll think, oh, hey, more food. So, and then also I have the Annie's cheddar bunnies. I don't know if that's going to fit in here, but we'll make it fit. There we go. So again, I throw it in the stroller basket. He can grab it whenever he wants for snacks. A couple other cold snacks that I bring are a smoothie and some applesauce. These guys have been a lifesaver. Ever since Andrew started with solids, I would puree up his food, dilute it a little bit with water or breast milk, whatnot, and he could just suck out of it like a bottle, but he's getting more of the vitamins and nutrients from the purees. The big one, I'll put a smoothie in. Smoothies are a little bit thinner consistency, and he'll just gulp this guy right down. I cheat. I buy one of those like Farmer Brother mixes. They have veggie juice and fruit juice, and then I put in the magic bullet and put a banana in there and call it the day. I'll dump that in there. And this guy, I put the applesauce in. Applesauce is a little thicker, a lot more dense, so it takes him, smaller, fills him up faster. So I'll pack his lunch in this Planet box. This is so far the favorite one that I've found. Before I would have these individual lunch bots, and I just pack up different things, and it was just getting kind of cumbersome with all the different containers. So this guy, I think it's the shuttle. I'm not 100% sure. I guess I should have checked before I'm telling you about it. But it has 2 compartments. This side I usually fill up with fresh fruit, strawberries, grapes, blueberries, raspberries, pears, whatever we have on hand. He loves his cottage cheese and yogurt, so I'll fill this up with the cottage cheese yogurt mix that I pre-mix up. I'll usually stick some carrot sticks or some other pretzel things, and then I just take a half a slice or 1 slice of bread and make a sandwich out of it, and then I'll cut it in half and put it in there. So when it's time for lunch and we sit down and eat, he can open it by himself, and he's little Mr. Independent and just eats what he can, and we can pack it back up and stick it in the cooler. So you don't have to worry about opening a bunch of packages or heating up anything. So this is a good cold lunch alternative. In this container, I'll pack some more fresh fruit. Like I said, he does eat a lot, so more of the same stuff that's in here, but I share this with him. So if we're in the stroller and he wants a fruit snack, we call fresh fruit snack, and he calls the little gummy things berry snacks. I'll just open this up, stick it in his stroller tray, and he can snack on it, and then I can snack on it, and when he's done, I can put it away. Instead of getting out this whole thing, it's kind of awkward on the tray, but it works. But you know, I don't want it to spill out everywhere. So for me, I'll pack a salad for lunch. I like to get those, what is it, the grilled chicken salad at Costco. It's already pre-done, like a chicken salad. And I'll just take a couple scoops of that and just put it on a bed of rice, some cracked pepper. Oh man, it is so good. So, and then I have my salad dressing, and I usually shove this in here with the lettuce and all that kind of stuff, just because it's all in one little jobby. In here, sometimes I pack some guacamole or hummus for my chips. And I have two options for my kids' dinner. I used to, and I still kind of do sometimes, buy the pre-made macaroni and cheese at Costco. It's all fresh ingredients. I take it home, divvy it up, and freeze them, and then I pull one out and then defrost it and stick it in here. And I take this to Disneyland and heat it up in one of the baby centers. Couple things though, Disneyland has gotten a lot more strict about bringing glass containers in. Sometimes I'll like bury it at the bottom of the cooler, and they don't want to check, but I've been like hesitant to bring it because I've kind of gotten busted a couple times. But I don't really like to heat my kids' food up in plastic, but then there's this, so really, what does it matter? So just so you know, if you're gonna pack like a homemade meal for your toddler or baby, I would recommend putting it in some sort of BPA plastic, just to, avoid that whole fiasco. And then an alternative that I found recently, probably because, what did General Mills buy them, or somebody bought this company? These are like the Kraft macaroni ones, except it's organic. So I've been bringing these lately, and he really, really likes them, and it's super easy. I don't have to worry about finding cooler space for it, and then I don't have to worry about them spoiling if I forget to take the cooler in the house late at night and put everything back in the fridge. So, and I could just leave one in the car in case it's on the go. So I really like this cooler. It's a Igloo. I got it from Target. I think it was about 15 bucks, and I've had it for about a year, and shockingly, it still looks pretty new. I mean, I guess it's black, so thank God it's not white, but it stays cold all day long. I've never had anything, get kind of soggy or wilted. Like I had this other cooler and I put cheese sticks in there and they'd get kind of squishy. With this one, they don't. It stays cold. So I'll take these ice bricks, Max Cold Igloo things. I put one at the bottom. This lunchbox container fits in here perfectly. I lucked out on that. And then I just go ahead and I put his in there on top. Those Planet boxes come with their own cooler bag, which is cool, but since I'm already bringing a cooler for mine, I just go ahead and put it in there. I'll put our extra fruit, his smoothie and his applesauce, and then my hummus or guac all fit in this bad boy. Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and just throw a brick on top. You kind of see what I mean, because it's like this would be definitely overstuffed if I had to put this macaroni and cheese in there. So I guess I've filled the void that used to take. Seal it up, call it a day. So now I'll just stick this in a bag along with the other stuff. I bring our own utensils too, because sometimes we'll eat at one of the tables that's not near a restaurant, and then you're just like, oh great, I don't have a fork or a spoon. So I have his utensils, and then also I have a fork, and I just stick them in this little pocket in the front so I know that I always have them. Another thing that will save a killing on money, and it'll also make sure that you're staying hydrated, is you bring your own water. So I love this water bottle, like love it. I got it at Costco a couple years ago, and I haven't been able to find them since. They have the plastic ones, but not these stainless steel ones. So it keeps the ice cold for like 5 or 6 hours on a really hot day. If it's just like a normal, like in the 70s, this ice will stay icy for the whole day. So, and it's a Contigo brand. It pops up. The straws, the harder ones, not like the soft Camelback ones, so you don't have to like bite it to get water out. Which one? It's just like a regular straw. And then for my kid, he likes these Camelbacks. I like them because they're leak proof or spill proof or whatever, and not that many components to clean. They're all dishwasher safe, but more importantly, it's got dinosaurs. We have dinosaurs and robots, so he loves it. I love it. It fits beautifully in his stroller tray. Now, to fill up your water at Disneyland, over at DCA, and you'll have to pardon me, I don't remember the names of any things. I just know probably don't even know the names of half the streets to get home, but it's the restaurant in Disney California Adventure. I call it DCA for short. It's over by the Goofy's roller coaster, and it's a pasta place, and you can walk right in, go to the fountains, fill up your ice, fill up your water, and they don't care. I think they would rather you have the water. You know, it's that nobody needs to be getting dehydrated over at Disneyland. Then you can ask any of the vendors and other little restaurants for a cup of water. They just have to give you a cup. They can't fill this up. And as far as I know, I think that's the only self-serve water station that I know of there. Sometimes if I know that we're going to be like trekking a lot and not really going in that area, I'll bring an extra, what do they call it? Like the SIG bottles. I have one of the bigger ones. I'll just fill one of those up with some fresh water and throw it in the stroller so I can fill it up real quick. Over at Disneyland, there's a couple extra places, or I think there's 3 places. So over at Disneyland, I call it the fried chicken place. It's right at the end of Main Street, and you walk right in, same thing, just get your ice from the fountain and fill up. By the way, they have like the best fried chicken. If you don't like fried chicken, you will love their fried chicken. And maybe if you're a vegetarian, you'd probably like their fried chicken too. My friend Sarah would kill me if she heard me say that. Let's see, over in Frontierland, there's a Mexican place. It's right behind Thunder Mountain, that ride, the mountainy roller coaster ride, and next to the shooting range. You can walk right in and get ice, and then out in the patio seating area, they actually have like a water filter station. And then over in Tomorrowland, in the pizza port, way back over by Space Mountain, you could just walk right in, fill up your ice and water, and you know, they don't care. So those are my helpful tips and tricks on how to save some money when going to Disneyland. If you enjoyed the video and learned a couple things or two, feel free to go ahead and like the video below. And if you think I have some really exciting information coming up, you can subscribe to our channel, Green Mom Company. And thank you for listening.